Welcome to V4x4, the most budget-oriented off-road channel in all the YouTubes. And today we are going to start working on the interior of this truck and taking it apart to get ready to chop it. So let's get right to it. I have a quick public safety announcement for Excursion owners right at the beginning. So let's get right on to it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's roll. All right, you guys ready for this? This is how you tell the date of a tire. There's a DOT on a tire. There's all these numbers, and there's those letters, and there's 4 numbers. 1800. Well, this is the 18th week of 2000. So this tire, I've been on the ground once or twice. It's brand new, but that tire is 22 years old. And if you have an Excursion, there are been some people having issues with these tires exploding inside in the heat. So I will be pulling the valve core out of that. That tire's coming out of this truck anyway, because we're running 40s. Yeah, if you need a gray tire cover for an Excursion, you'd let me know. I can ship that thing out, and we'll talk. You can pay for shipping, and we can figure this whole thing out. So anyway, gray tire cover, pretty clean. You guys just saw it in the video. And we're going to keep going, taking some stuff out of this thing today. So you have to run this tire. You don't want to buy a new one. I would suggest doing this, buying a valve core remover tool and removing the valve core and carrying a compressor so that you can air that thing up. But the tire is just getting old. It's actually part of, I think, the lawsuit tires that Ford had, these Firestones that came on these things, and I'm sure that sounds real good in the mic. I'll just keep talking right on over it. And anyway, get that thing out of there, replace it. I replaced the one in that truck. You should replace this tire anyway. You don't really want to be driving down the road on a 20-year-old tire. So, anyway, this guy is going to probably go to a shooting range, get shot. Brand new tire though. It's kind of sad to do that, but I don't want to run it. Same goes for this. If you want this with this, let me know. We'll work out some sort of deal for you. But I might even pull this out of the wall for you if I can figure out how it's mounted. But if you need this whole hook and spinner set up for your Excursion, store the tire inside, let me know. This is the cover to that handle. I'm wondering if it was like a limited thing or something like that, but that's the cover to that handle there. I'm going to try and tag it back on real quick. It's just Velcro. So anyway, also that seat's going to go away. So if you need a third row gray seat for an Excursion, hopefully close to the Pacific Northwest, let me know. On the spare tire tangent, kind of interesting. Ford actually gave you this remove for larger spare tire deal. So if you want to put a 285 in here, I believe you just take that out and you've got room for a 285. So you can't put the 285 in the cover though, the carpet cover, but it will fit in this tray. This is all going to come out. Same with everything else. If you need some of this, you let me know. I'm going to take these seat belts, the rear, the third row seat belts, out of this truck. All of these panels are going to come out of this truck, and they're not going back in. So let me know if you need it. Well, that escalated quickly. I just decided to see what was behind it. So I got that whole side off. Obviously haven't done this side. If you're looking to do this, to do those back speakers, just so you know, you do need to pull the carpet, or at least get these little tabs out from underneath the carpet. There's one, this hole right there is one on that side. The seat belts, you can tell I grinded the head off of the nut. That thing, I was breaking tools on it. So you know what? Hard to be tight if it's broken. But it's got some sort of little sound mat in here. This piece right here, you see that piece, was on these bolts, and then it went up to the wall there behind the spare tire. And so that's what's underneath the spare tire. That's just kind of like a little support that Ford gives you. for the spare tire is what that little, it's just a piece of body paneling, so it's not much. But there is insulation in here, so I'm gonna have to, obviously, pulling all that out, so I'm probably gonna do like fat mat or kill mat or something like that on all of this before I build the thing. Starting to look like a pickup truck back in here. Really, really very much so. This must be to sound deaden the fuel pump a little extra on these. The 7.3 has it too, though, so I don't know. These are body mount bolts, so we're gonna be messing with all this stuff as we go. But that is the first start. Oh, if you want to fully pull out the panel, this is the panel, the front of it. It's two pieces. It splits in the middle of the spare tire. That's the back half. It's like a foot. And then this one, if you want to pull it out, you have to take this seatbelt out. And I was fed up with those bolts, so I put the line in this one to go through it. This truck doesn't have to be pretty. It's no big deal. I would never do it on that truck. Anyway, yeah. So I just cut it. I might use like half of this so that I have a cover here, back to here or something like that. I'm not really sure. But there is all the wiring for the lights, all the overhead lights, I'll zoom in here, is right there. I believe that's all the overhead stuff. It goes up and goes in there, but there's a speaker and stuff like that. So, you know, all of that stuff is going away. But yeah, that's what we got. Everything is out. If you need a tire cover or tire mount, probably the rear piece of that. If you want half of that, like I said, I'm pretty sure I'm going to cut those, but they come down nicely. Yeah, I like the cup holders when I'm camping in it, but I'm probably going to build, I don't know. Not really sure yet. If you want that piece, you saw where I cut it. Other than that, it's in great shape. This one I'm going to do probably the same thing too. And it does have a door on it. And yeah, so that's another plug. That'll probably go to USB on mine. This build here. But yeah, starting to get into it. This is the fill neck right here. And so this is like the 12 inches right here that I'm going to take out of it. So between this line and this line, heck, I'm not going to tape measure. Let's see how close this is. So that line to that line, yeah, that's 11 inches. So come back in here just a little bit. It's going to come right from that side of that filler neck to 12 inches wherever they are, and that's going to end up from here to like here. And fender's going to be up higher, so it doesn't matter to go into the fender a little bit to me. But yeah, gonna be rad. So anyway, started tearing this thing apart. Got a pile of parts sitting here. Need to get rid of this rear seat if somebody needs it, and the tire thing and stuff like that. So you guys let me know. Before I leave you guys, I want to give you a sound clip of the epic V10 straight piped. It's not going to stay straight piped, but for this exact moment it is. And I think you guys need to hear it because it's pretty darn rowdy. I hope you can't hear all the cement trucks and stuff. I'll show them when I walk around and give you some more of the sound. I'll probably put the mic down close to the exhaust. The mic's been doing really good. I'm really happy with it. So let's start it up for you. Give you a cold start. All right, moving the mic around. Hopefully it doesn't sound too much. It's pretty darn rowdy. It is pretty darn rowdy. Well, I started tearing into it, guys. Super exciting to start tearing into this thing. We excited to do this before Moab, but now all the focus has been the last week or so on the Jeep. getting ready for Easter Jeep Safari. If you haven't seen the getting ready video, I'll put it up there. I think I'm going to make one. Anyway, excited to have the inside torn out. Just ready to start cutting this thing, ready to start making this thing what I am thinking about. And yeah, I'm super pumped. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We will see you guys next time.